Well, we've had a pretty outstanding season this year. It's been pretty special. Our show theme is called Qui mange de la brioche, which is French for let them eat cake. We had this idea when we were designing the show about doing a show about Marie Antoinette. And we thought, do it somewhere kind of fun with that whole let them eat cake, do it in French. So if you've heard our show this season, we actually use a voice actress that we hired that's from France that speaks in English with that sort of broken English idea. So it's kind of fun. It's a different concept. So it starts our fans and our people that will come and watch the show right from the beginning understanding that whole idea. So, and if you've seen our show in competition, it starts from Marie Antoinette, and everything is beautiful and grand all around, and everything is happy, and then all of a sudden her realization starts to get altered when the people around begin to starve and they realize that things aren't that great. And of course, historically speaking, she's imprisoned and then eventually beheaded. And so we, in the whole course of our show, we actually have that whole storyline. Try to be fairly historic, even with some of the quotes we use in the show are either historically accurate or historically rumored to have been said by Marie Antoinette. Like, let them eat cake, she never really said, but it's rumored that she said that. So some highlights from the season this year. We have had our most successful season from a competition standpoint this year. We started out at Bands of America in September, where the band performed, and we were a regional finalist for the first time ever, and we performed and finished second in our class. And then we also were, I believe it was 13th out of 15 at the show, which is pretty awesome for a small little school to do that. And then we started our MCBA competitive season, where we traveled to Belding and took first place at the show out of, I think there were 7 bands there, and took caption awards in best visual and best marching, so best marching and best music, I should say. And then we traveled to Jenison, which is usually a fairly big competition, and it was. All of the bands in our division were there, and we performed and also earned first there as well, and took all 3 captions, music, marching, and general effect. First time, I think, probably in school history that's happened. First time for me personally that I've had a band do that, which is pretty cool. And then this last weekend we were at Sparta and finished first place and took awards for best marching and best general effect. So the way that our circuit works is it takes your top 2 scores, adds them together, and gives you what they call a championship average score. And so they rank you by that, and that determines the performance order. So 10th place goes on first, first place goes on last, which just gives us the biggest advantage, is being able to do that. And so we are ranked first going in the state, which puts us on dead last at 4:06 p.m. at Ford Field in Detroit. We'd love to have you come and check it out. This has been quite a journey. The kids are performing, and it's just awesome to come and see. But even beyond that, the day is 50 bands from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. at Ford Field, and filled up with tons of people there. Tickets are $20 at the door, cash only. For some reason, Ford Field doesn't take credit card, but we'd love to have you there, supporting our kids as they're working their hardest, and probably the closest opportunity for them to compete for a state championship this year. And I think they definitely have a lot of potential to do that. They've definitely proven that this year with their performance quality. So come check it out. It's going to be historic.